Right-wing operatives just tried to pull a hidden video sting on Beto O'Rourke, and it backfired in humiliating fashion. As the race between Senator Ted Cruz, our Texas, and upstart Democrat challenger Beto O'Rourke nears the finish line, the embattled and universally reviled Republican is stooping to truly pathetic lows to try to gain an advantage ahead of next week's elections. For Cruz, that entails going right to the playbook of the man who defeated him in the primary, publicly humiliated him, and insulted his wife in front of the entire world. In a Friday tweet, Cruz accused Beto of illegally funding the Honduran migrant caravan that Donald Trump has made a centerpiece issue in the midterm election, despite it being over 2,000 miles away and likely to dissipate before reaching the U.S. border. Ted Cruz. At Ted Cruz, U.S. Senate candidate, Texas. 2 basic cues every reporter should ask Beto today. 1. Should the caravan be allowed to cross illegally into Texas? Beto refuses to answer. And 2. Did your campaign dollars illegally fund their doing so? The notion is absolutely preposterous and is nothing but a disgraceful attempt to link O'Rourke to the hateful xenophobic and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories being breathlessly shouted by the president at every opportunity in a shameless and hopefully fruitless attempt to scare voters into preserving his congressional majority. He based this accusation on one of right-wing propagandist James O'Keefe of Project Veritas, who had run one of his infamous liberal sting operations on Beto's team. What he found proves that Beto O'Rourke is a wonderful man who deserves to be senator so much more than Cruz does. The Project Veritas spy recorded O'Rourke's team discussing using prepaid debit cards to purchase food for refugees in Texas last weekend. A doubtlessly confused and exasperated O'Rourke spokesman, Chris Evans, told the press that staff members took it upon themselves to use prepaid cards from one of our more than 700 field offices to buy baby wipes, diapers, water, fruit and granola bars, and donate them to a local humanitarian nonprofit named Annunciation House that helps mothers and children in the community. The value was under $300 and it will be appropriately reported to the FEC. It's not even clear that the migrants, who are taking shelter in a local church while the government processes them, are here illegally at all, seeing as it is legal to request asylum, but that shouldn't matter one bit. Project Veritas has accused the Beto O'Rourke's campaign of trying to cover up the purchases, but there's no evidence that that is the case. All you need to know is that Beto O'Rourke's team bought food and diapers for mothers and children in need, and Ted Cruz, the supposed family values Christian, decided to turn a noble act into a racist attack just because they were helping people of questionable legality. This isn't even the first time that Ted Cruz's despicable agenda has gotten in the way of helping people in need. When he visited Flint, Michigan, during the beginning of the toxic water crisis that still hasn't been resolved to this day, he brought supplies of bottled water, and then only gave them out to anti-choice pregnancy crisis management centers that masquerade as medical institutions but are really just propaganda outlets working to gaslight women into giving up autonomy over their own bodies. But that's Ted Cruz in a nutshell for you. He wears his religion on his sleeve, but discards its principles whenever they might stand in the way of his own personal ambition. A liar, a selfish grandstander and a boot-licking sycophant. There are many reasons Ted Cruz deserves to be cast back into obscurity, but attacking his rival for helping mothers and children is really the lowest of the low.